Hello everyone, welcome to the Environmental Studies, Unit 2. In this section, we are going to look at the natural resources with the special reference to minerals and fossil fuels. So this video would help you to understand mineral as a natural resource, fossil fuels, the various types and demand and their application. The mineral resource is a naturally occurring substance of a definite chemical composition and identifiable physical properties. So if you look at any natural mineral, they have a characteristic physical and chemical properties, color, pattern, which would help you to understand what it is made up of. The minerals are formed over millions of years in the Earth's crust. So it's not an overnight phenomena that a particular type of rock or diamond or ruby is formed overnight. No, it would take millions and millions of years, and extreme temperature, pressure, and lot of chemical reactions, physical forces, and everything would act simultaneously to convert the given component into a final product. Iron, aluminum, zinc, manganese, and copper are some of the important raw materials which are useful at the industrial level. Apart from this, there are thousands of other components are there. But if you look at minerals, I think aluminum, iron, zinc, manganese are, and copper are some of the important one and which is most commonly used ones at industrial level. And important non-metal resources would include coal, salt, clay, cement, and silica. Even these non-metallic entities play important role because coal, I think we have talked about um, um, as an important uh, perishable energy source, and salt, various types of salt. It could be clay, cement, and silica. They will have their own characteristic nature, which would enable them to use for a specific application or specific purpose. The minerals with the special properties that human values, such as diamonds, emeralds, and rubies, I think because of their rareness, because of their characteristic color and shininess, these are expensive minerals. And the moment we excavate it and cut it in a particular fashion with the multiple facets, which would make them enable to reflect light, that is totally, I mean, induce total internal reflection, and because of that, that luster and the glittering nature of the diamonds are, and the more unique ones, more expensive ones they are. The luster of gold, silver, and platinum are used for ornaments. The metals such as gold and silver and platinum, because again their rareness, because of their luster and the unique characteristics, they are made use in the making or generation of the ornaments. And minerals in the form of oil, gas, and coal were formed when ancient plants and animals were converted into underground fossil fuels. So, because of the lot of animals and plants die and they bury under the soil for hundreds and thousands of years, under pressure, heat, and chemical modification, they get converted into underground fossil fuels. Now, when we say either diamond or gold or coal or mineral oil, whatever it is, it needs excavation, that is mining. And when we look at mining, there are two different categories of mining. One is surface mining and underground mining. The surface mining is the one where it is useful in for excavating coal, whereas the other one, underground mining, that is deep, really deep mining for gold, diamond, and other entities, these kind of minings are used. Coming on to fossil fuels. What exactly are these fossil fuels? The fossil fuels are the energy rich substances which are formed from the remnants of once living organisms. In the sense, at some point of time, they were either a plant or an animal or some kind of organic matter which died, which get started, the soil and other entities started piling up over that, induced pressure, temperature varied, and as a result, these organic matter, which were living at some point of time, gradually with the time and chemical reaction get converted into a fossil fuel. And there are major three classes of fossil fuels are there. One is coal, oil, and natural gas. The fossil fuels are made up of hydrocarbons. They contain only carbon and hydrogens. Coming on to coal. The coal is a solid fossil fuel which is formed from plant remains. So these are a clear cut, uh, entities which are exclusively formed from the plant remains. And unknown deposits of coal and other fossil fuels can be obtained using current technology, which are called as reserves. So in this research, you will find enormous amount of coal which would have to be excavated and processed for proper usage. And coal is one of the most plentiful fossil fuel, at least in the US. And it is the application, when it comes to application and the ease of handling, the coal is really useful because one of the thing is it is very easy to transport. Just load it onto a lorry or a train or anything like that. Transportation becomes much easy, and it provides a lot of energy when it is burnt. So this would be one of the choice of material for energy derivation. The second in the list is the oil. The oil is a thick liquid fossil fuel, and it is formed from the remains of small animals, algae, and protists. So, again, it could be also from the plants, but most commonly it is from animals, algae, and protists are the ones which would give rise to the oil. And petroleum is another name for the oil. And the United States consumes about one third of the oil which is produced in the world. I think that is one factor one need to understand. The thirst of this usage, and only about 3% of the world's supply is located in this country. If you look at this particular chart, there are different versions, different places, you will get a little different statistics. But now look at China is in the first, which uses highest amount, followed by the US. But why it is said that US is using most oil is because if you look at the total number of population what China has versus that of the US has, and if you convert it to per person consumption, I think US tops the list when it comes to the foil usage or consumption. So through this video, you were able to understand the importance of minerals as natural resources, then various fossil fuels and their significances in the sense why they are useful, what is the characteristic of it, how they are formed, these aspects you were able to understand. Thank you.